All right, Joe, let's go over the Unit 1 review. How many rays in the diagram can contain point K? Well, we got 1. We have, it has to go through there, 2. And then S all the way through would be 3. J all the way through would be 4. R all the way through would be 5. And then K all the way through would be 6. Okay? So they have to contain point K. I couldn't say that one and then name it SR and SK. It's different. All right, S and J are starting at S and starting at J are 2 different rays. So as long as it goes through K and it's a different ray, we're going to count it. So there's 6 of them. All right, this one, SJ is 20, JR 5x minus 4, and then SR is 4x plus 25. It's part plus part equals whole, segment addition. So we're going to add the 2 parts together, equal to the whole of 4x plus 25. Combine our like terms, 5x plus 16 equals 4x plus 25. Subtract the 4x, subtract the 16. And we get x is equal to 9. Since it wants us to find SR, we have to plug that 9 in now for x. 4 times 9 plus 25. And that's 36 plus 25. So SR is going to equal a grand total of 61. All right, part plus part equals whole. All right, just straight up definition stuff. Complement is 90 degrees, so 90 minus 47 is going to equal 43 degrees. Supplement or supplementary is 180 degrees minus 47. That's 133 degrees. B is the midpoint. This is important. That word is important. Okay, if it's the midpoint, cuts them in half, so those 2 pieces are the same. And then when we label, this is 4v minus 15. And then the whole is 2v plus 42. So when they give you the midpoint or bisect and they give you 1 part, you are going to automatically double it and set it equal to the whole. And then do your algebra. Six v equals 72. Divide by 6. V is equal to 12. And then it wants the length of B to C, which is 4v minus 15. So we're just going to plug that in. 4 times 12 minus 15. That gives us 48 minus 15, which is equal to 33. So BC is equal to 33. Angle whose measure is 120. Well, when we're classifying, that would be an obtuse angle versus acute, right? Straight. All right. OMG. And then MT bisects. So when it's bisect, right, these 2 parts are equal to each other. And when we have that, the 2 parts, in this case we can take the 2 parts and set them equal to each other. So you get 3x plus 12 equals 5x minus 36. Subtract the 3x, add 36. We get 38 is equal to 2x. Divide by 2. X is equal to 19. Then we have to plug in 3 times 19 plus 2. 3 times 19 is 57. Plus 2 is 59 degrees. So 1 part was 59 degrees. that means the other part has to be the same thing. So when we take 59 degrees and 59 degrees, we get the measure of OMG to be 118 degrees. All right, name for the plane. One way to name the plane is by that cursive letter, so plane M, or 3 non-collinear points, ones that aren't on the same line, F, D, and E. That would be the second way. So there are 2 different ways to name the plane. Which segment is on plane P but not on line M? Well, BE isn't even on plane P. We got segment BC, but that's right on line N, so that's not it. GB looks like it's the right answer. Which names a pair of opposite rays? Automatically that last one, because in order to be opposite rays, you have to use the same vertex to name things. So these are opposite rays because they go in opposite directions, but it would be BA and BC would be the name of the rays. And both have that middle letter, or that middle point starting out. So this is the only one that has the B listed first. Here it's AB or BA, can't have it like that. All right, name the intersection of the two planes. The 2 planes intersect on a line, so line N. All right, find LMQ. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out that measure of that angle first and then add it to 90 and we'll be good. So we're going to use that concept of a linear pair. We have a straight line that's 180 cut up. We have 2 different angles. One of those angles is 112 degrees. Subtract that from 180 and you get 68 degrees. So this guy right here is 68. Add that to 90 because we want to find out LMQ. So that's 68, 90, which is 158 degrees. Word complementary means adding to 90. So you're going to take 2 angles, equal them to 90. 18x equals 90. Divide by 18. X is equal to 5. Then we have to plug it in. Measure of angle Q, and it's not 8. Measure of angle Q equals 8 times 5, which is 40 degrees. And then measure of angle P is 10 times 5, which is 50 degrees. And then we can see that those 2 add up to 90, so we know we're right. All right, which angles are adjacent but do not form a linear pair? Well, 1 and 5 are adjacent because they share that common side. But the 2 uncommon sides form a straight line, so they form a linear pair. 2 and 3 are adjacent, and their non-common sides do not form a straight line. So it is letter B. 2 and 4 are not even adjacent because they don't share a common side of their angles. So that can't be that. And then D, 4 and 5, same thing as number 1. They are adjacent, but they also form a linear pair. So it wouldn't be that. Please reach out to myself, Ms. Tesh, if you guys have any questions. Good luck on your test.